Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the first edition of the 2019 Wednesday edition of Inside the Headset. As we move over to East Tennessee, we're going to talk with a 6A coach. It's been with me a very long time. I've been with him a long time, but as far as this show's concerned, he was the very first Inside the Headset coach we ever interviewed, and that's head coach Philip Shadowens, the head coach of the William Blount Governors. How you doing, Coach? I'm doing awesome. Well, I talked to Kreisky, I've talked to Rick Rice, I've talked to Creasy, and now we're getting ready to talk to you. How you doing, Coach? How was summer camp and getting into things and two-a-days or whatever you want to call it? How's things been going over in East Tennessee?
Things have been going well. Our kids have really had a great off-season, great fall camp. Excited about the upcoming season, obviously. You know, had the Jamboree last week, had a nice showing against Alcoa there, so just excited about what's going on.
Well, tell us about how many kids you got out this year, Coach.
On our varsity team, I think we got 55. Then you had about 22 freshmen, I think. So I guess somewhere around 70, a little more than 70, I think, total. I haven't counted them, so I don't know exactly, but a little bit over 70, I believe.
Okay. And then as you've progressed through and everything and found out the kids that want to play football for Coach Shad, how's that transition gone from the first day we can hit to right up now, and you playing a couple of jamborees, like you say, and kind of where do you think you are with this 2019 team? Because actually these kids, they've kind of been with you since day one, hadn't they?
Yeah, they have. They've been with me since day one.
And I mean, from a freshman group now that kid's a senior, correct?
Oh yes, absolutely. Griffith's been with me all 4 years, and it's a talented group. We have an experienced offensive line. I think our strength is probably up front, and so that's a good thing. We have some inexperienced skill players, probably. All in all, I mean, extremely talented group. We'll start in 3 sophomores at skill positions on offense, and then we have an experienced offensive line, a really experienced quarterback, a junior that started 14 games for us so far. So we're excited. We really think that we can take a step forward, and our kids are excited to get it started.
This quarterback you got working for you and everything, as far as his progression and he's had, like you said, 14 games and then a summer off and had a chance to work out and get better and moving into that position. He's got a lot more confidence as he approaches that line.
Oh, yeah, he does. He's seen a lot of things, and he started 4 games as a freshman, obviously 10 last year. He went to camps all over the country this year, from Princeton to Georgia Tech to everything in between them. So went to a bunch of camps. He's a talented kid. He's a 6'4" kid, good leader, can really sling it around. He's got his running ability better, and really worked hard on strength gains this off season. So, we're excited about him. Excited he's just a junior, and to go along with those skill players, we really feel, if we have a chance to do some things offensively, it's going to be determined by our offensive line, but that's where our most experience is on our football team. So, we feel good. You got to go do it, and, you got to go play the games, obviously. And, we start off with, with the tough one in Maryville, and, but we're excited about it. It's at our place, and, we are excited about what Friday night brings.
Well, and you mentioned that, so let's just move on into your opponent. Probably one of the teams over there everybody wants to get after and not only beat, but one of the better teams that usually tries to comes out of that area and everything. Going in and everything. What do they look like this year? I mean, I think they've got. Somebody said that they've got one really good tailback, and then they've got a couple of other guys that haven't really been on the scene that much. But how have they looked and what little film you got?
Oh, we know Maryville well. I mean, let's be honest, it's 4 miles away from our high school, so we know their kids well. Their skill players are talented. Their tailback's committed to Tennessee, a kid named T. Hard. They got a receiver named A.J. Davis. It's been offered by a bunch of Power 5 schools. The last I checked, last I heard, Purdue was the biggest offer that he'd had to point. So, I mean, obviously, Purdue's pretty good. So, he's got a bunch of those. But Quarterback committed to Indiana State. I mean, I can go through a list, about 6 of them that are committed somewhere. But so they're talented. Maryville's always talented.
Right.
It's been the only team to come out of here since I think there's been 6 classifications. I don't think anybody else has made it to the semifinal game up here except for Maryville and all of East Tennessee in the last 5 or 6 years for sure. They're kind of the standard up here, obviously. And, we got to play Alcoa in the Jamboree, which is most people consider the best public school team in the state. I think Maryville's ranked 2nd in the state as a public school, all classifications added. And then besides, I think Oakland's in there maybe as 1 or 2. I can't remember where Oakland's at. But, we get a chance to go against Alcoa for 15 minutes was a great opportunity for us, and we got to go against our first team the entire time, which was good for us, and that kind of prepares you going against somebody like Maryville.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friday night. So, I'm really excited. Our kids, really for the first time since I've been here, are looking forward to the challenge. I mean, we know, they know who Maryville is and all that kind of stuff, but I think this group understands that that's a group of high school kids just like they are. We know, we don't care about what's happened in the past and how many state championships some teams won. We don't care about any of those kind of things. We just get to play 48 minutes on Friday night, and that's the approach we're taking. And, we'll see what happens on Friday night, but certainly our kids are ready to go.
I think it's just what you said, Coach. It's someone said to me the other day, they said, you're going to be surprised Coach Shad's going to win a couple of more than probably did last year, and people are going to have to watch out because he's a lot better, because as that time goes on and you continue to work what you need to get worked in, it just doesn't happen the first season nor the second season. It just takes so much time to get kids orientated, and plus get your system in, the logistics and how you like to operate, and the coaching staff and what's going on over here and what's going on over there. It's just a lot going on, but it's a lot going on in a very short period of time.
It is, and it's a little bit different up here than any place I was in Rutherford County or any dynamic, because you have 2 city schools that you have no control of that are both within 4 or 5 miles of your campus, and they're not part of your, they're inside your county as a city, but they're city schools, they're separate systems, and so you have no control over where kids go to school at and those kind of things. And so that has been something that's been a challenge, obviously, and, because sometimes, people want to go to a place that's been winning, and some of those kids, leave in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, and I never even meet them, and they're, I don't even know if they live, 3 miles from our school, or, any of those kind of things. So, but I've got a good relationship with the people around here.
You like it?
From other schools. I think the world of Derek Hunt as a coach. He's a young guy, and, he's Maryville's obviously head coach for those who don't know, but I think he's a class individual, and we have a good relationship. Coach Hammondtree at Heritage, obviously Coach Rankin's at Alcoa, so, I know those guys well. So, it's just a matter of making sure we get the message out that we're going to work our tails off and we're going to love your kids, maybe in a different way than most people do. And that's kind of what we've always been about. If I lived to Friday night, it'd be year 26 as a head coach. And, we're about loving kids, working really hard, having fun playing the game of football. And I think it's what our players would tell you that we do. And that's what we hope sells our program. And, slowly but surely, we feel like we're making strides. And this year, we hope to take a big stride forward. But you got to do all those things on the field. It's great to talk about, but, talking's cheap. Let's just get some things done on the field that shows everybody.
Coach, anything else? Anything you want to say? I know that you've got a lot of support going on over at William Blount and everything, but I know everybody will be there Friday night. We do not have to tell them twice. That's it. That is a big game that you're opening with and everything, but and we'll be watching. I'm actually going to Memphis to do Coach Mack's game against Bob Jones, so that ought to be a good time.
That'll be fun. I used to scrimmage Bob Jones back in the day.
That's what I took.
Bob Jones a few times.
That's what I said. I said I know Bob Jones. So anyway,
we scrimmaged him a few times. So that'll be good. But no, we're excited. It's a Friday night game at our place. It opens up with a team that's 4 miles down the road. Alcoa doesn't play. They play on Saturday. So everybody come to William Blount, and we're gonna. I tell you what, we're gonna leave it on the field, whatever that means. But I know one thing: our kids, I have no doubt, will play with relentless effort, and that always gives you a chance.
Absolutely. Coach, you coming Saturday? You go watch Stork Vision?
Well, I'm not driving. Well, I'll be honest with you, that's not true. I am coming Saturday, but not to the game. I have my nephew getting married in Nashville on Saturday, so So I'll be down early Saturday morning for a 4 o'clock wedding, and out in the hot sun, and then I'll be coming back because obviously we'll be preparing for the next game. But I'll probably watch that on Stork Vision because I probably won't be hanging out on Saturday night after a wedding. So I will be in Middle Tennessee, but it will not be for a football game. It'll be for a wedding, brother.
We'll see if we can't bring you a game then.
Absolutely. I'll be watching now. I'll give you an evaluation of that after I watch it on Saturday. I'll call you Sunday to let you know how you did. How about that?
I'd appreciate it. Coach Shad, we appreciate you. Good luck Friday night against Derek Hunt and the Maryville Rebels.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
See you.